Hi guys, welcome to my channel, from Skint to Savvy, where I aim to go from living from paycheck to paycheck, pretty much having no money at the end of the month, to being savvy with my money, having some savings, and being able to live and enjoy my money rather than just frivol it away and spend on unnecessary things and then wonder why I've got a house full of rubbish and I don't use any of it. Clothes, knickknacks, you know what it's like. My aim for all of that stuff is to sell a lot of I have so many clothes with tags that have never been worn. Eventually, given time, I will get onto Vinted and hopefully sell some. I also have a house full of products from my two sort of side hustle job things that I have going on. I need to get in and get them organised and see can I sell some of them off as well. But that's for another video. For now, I'm just going to do a little quick recap of the week. I show you my savings challenges, and then I'm heading off to do a food shop. Hopefully a small within budget food shop. Wish me luck on that one. So we'll just go to, I've gone through all the first pages of the book, so no point going back through them again. So we'll just go through it to this week. Oh, sorry, I'm hitting the camera. I'll zoom you in ever so slightly. Here we are. Okay, so I've done my actual columns for this week, closed out on the Sunday. What I have now is my bank. I came into the week with £426.91 in the bank and £50 in cash, and then at the start of the week I received a £7.50 refund from something I sent back to Amazon. So that gave me a grand total of £484.36 to budget for the week. My Sky Mobile, as I've said in a previous video, I actually changed the date on that, so it didn't come out, but I will be expecting it to come out at the start of February. My car insurance, my Moorcroft, my Netflix all came out, and I made a payment to my Studio catalogue. I've sent a lot of things back to Studio. Don't know if anybody's really dealt with Studio before, but I sent a lot of items back to Studio because they were delayed in coming. It was things pre-Christmas. I want to get things for the table, like table mats and things like that. And they weren't coming. So eventually I phoned and said, look, can I just cancel the order because they're not coming and it's too late now. I would have had them for about 3 weeks prior to Christmas, which it just didn't seem worth the money when I was trying to get on top of my finances. But they've credited them back to the account, as in they've cancelled the order and that kind of thing, but they haven't put the money back on my account. So I'm hoping that this payment will be my last payment for Studio. I've got about £80 sitting there, and I'm hoping that some of that will be excess, although I don't intend to use the Studio catalogue in the catalogue format, as in pay it up. I'd rather just buy what I need to buy and pay it at the time. But well, I've got no intention of buying from it for the next wee while anyway. But yeah, so I'll have to phone them up, and it'll be the third time I've phoned them up to try and figure out why my account actually hasn't been credited. So it's a bit infuriating, but anyway, I digress. So my bill totals for this week is £67.87, and that leaves me with a leftover of £416.49. Now I said that I'm going out to do my food shop, but at the start of the month I put money into my Tesco Plus debit card to do my food shop for the whole month. So I will be getting that from there. So it doesn't have to come into my envelopes. I have to budget for it because it's already been budgeted for. My sinking funds for January have already been budgeted for. I'm not paying towards extra debt, and so the rollover that I will have to go into next week, or tomorrow, will be £416.49. So that's that. What I haven't showed you yet so far is my expense trackers. So whenever I spend on my debit card or from my cash envelopes, I'm tracking it. So I'll just put it back, it's easier. So here we have everything that has come out of my bank. So I started my bank on when I got paid on the 21st of December, I came in with £2,009.13. And that was including any money that had rolled over as well, but that was the total that was in my bank. And then these are all the transactions that have taken place in my bank. Now, let me zoom you in a little bit, sorry. This Save the Change was my bank's debit card where all my money goes into. I'd linked up the Save the Change, which it was really great for if I spent, £3.79, it would take the 21p and put it into another account. So I'd spent £4. And it was really good for that, because then I would end up having like £10-15 in this Save the Change pot that I could use if I needed it. But for the purposes of this, I found it really hard for tracking how much money I was budgeting for. So I've actually cancelled the Save the Change on the debit card because my intention is to not really use the card other than to get my wages put in, any money's put in, and then my bills to come out of. The rest of the money I'm going to use throughout the month in cash envelopes or straight into my card, so that will be round numbers and not pence, so hopefully it'll be easier to track. But so this is what this Save the Change is. I've also taken the highlighter method, so every sort of transaction has a place to go, so it has a category. So obviously Moorcroft is debt, my Tesco is food and diesel because I have it both on the same card. But now I'm going to split it into a different card so that I have my diesel coming out of my Tesco card and my food is going to come out of my Hyperjar card. I just got that last month, so I haven't used it yet. And I'm also going to split my food and my dog's food. Normally I buy that in Tesco and just lump it together, but I'm not really knowing how much I'm spending on the dog. I mean, I would spend every penny I had on her, but I just would like to sort of see what money I'm spending on her. So from next month, my food will be separate to the dog's food. But yeah, so my Tesco was food and diesel, and the Starling was eaten out. Now that was topping up the card. Then I had all my miscellaneous, more debt, more payments, and then this STC is the Save the Change, so the 81 pence, and that would have come out from some transaction. It didn't always tally, which was quite infuriating. Sometimes it'd come out first before the transaction, depending on what was going through. So that was basically just my tracking, and I had a refund from Marks and Spencer's, etc, etc. And then this is the end of towards the end of the month. So on the 21st and the 22nd I had Moorcroft and Netflix, so I'm just going to highlight them so that I can keep track. So Moorcroft is a debt, and Netflix I've put under entertainment. I don't have much of my entertainment, I think it's just Netflix and Audible for now. So then currently sitting in my bank I have £366.49 as it stands for now. And then I also track what comes out of my envelopes. Now I don't fill out this column because obviously all the different cash envelopes have different totals, and I just think it would be quite difficult to track completely. But at the end of the month I can count up each transaction and see exactly how much I've spent on electric, how much I've spent on food or my car or anything like that. So these will be mainly from the cards that I've used. I haven't really used my own personal spending this month, well, for the last few months. So my aim is I've given myself £5 a week personal spending, and I haven't really been using it because there's no coffee shops here where I live. There's no sort of nip in and get a sandwich type places. I mean, you have little grocery shops, but they're not the same as nipping into Costa for a coffee and a sandwich, whatever. So I tend not to do it. But my electric, as I've said previous, is on a card, a meter, so I have to pay cash at the post office to get that topped up. and it's been an eye-opener here. My electric, I've spent £200 on electric from the 21st of January, 21st of December, sorry, up until now, and I'll probably run out before the 27th when I get paid again. So really is crazy money spent on electric just now. But yeah, so that is basically my envelope spending at the minute. Next couple of weeks will be more because I have more to do with the girls' weekend. Obviously I'll have what I spend there. I'm hoping to take out my wallets and that kind of thing. So that is it for that. So that is my weekly check-in. Next week I'll do a monthly check-in and be able to tally up all of those things. So for savings challenges, what I'm going to be doing is, for this, I've got sort of 4 main challenges, but what I'm going to do for now, what's in this one? No, I'm still getting a hang of which binder's which. But what I'm going to do for this next couple of months, while I'm on the lower rate of mileage payment, I'm just going to do two oh goodness me, totally forgetting my words. 2 savings challenges for now, and then I'll add in another 2 when I get my higher mileage payments, because I'll have a little bit more cash to play with at the end of the month. But so for now, what I'm going to be doing is this challenge, which is for my house deposit. I got this from Budget With Us. Actually, another 2 of the challenges I'm going to show you were from Budget With Us. I haven't left a review yet, which is terrible, but so this is, I just think this is really cute. You basically just colour in every little bit like that, and it'll add up to a few thousand, I think it is. But yeah, so you colour in every brick, and every brick is worth 25. The door, when you colour that in, is worth 150. The windows each are 50. These are 50, and then the chimney here is 75. So yeah, so it's good to see, you know, like some weeks I can only put 25 in, but then I might be able to put a 50 in and be able to colour a window, or if I'm having a really good week, I might be able to aim to get the door. For that, I would probably put that in my budget, that and the £75 one, so that I know they're done. But again, that'll be when my mileage payments are higher. And on the back of it, I've just doodled on it, but on the back of it, you have each brick equals £25, and I've added it up, there's 164. Each square window is 50, each triangle window is 50, the door is 150, chimney, the roof, and then your total savings. So that's a good way to track it, you know, so you can do it bit by bit. So once you've done each window, you can put in how much it is you've actually saved on there. So that's my house deposit one. So I'll do that for the next wee while. I'll do this one every 1st and 3rd week of the month. And then this one is, I bought the envelopes myself from, where did I buy them from? Amazon. They were just like, they were called dinner money envelopes. So I just used them. I think they were a couple of £2. But so this is my envelopes to be done, and this is the envelopes I've done. As I said, I started this journey last year, and then I'm really sorry, but I'll find out who it was and link it in the thing, but I can't remember who made this. It was unnumbered, so I've gone in and numbered it. I think she was just very new to Etsy. I think I was one of her first customers, but it was one that I printed off myself from her Etsy shop. And so it's just this way, you know, same as what everybody else is, as 100 envelopes. And you've got one that's 100, one's at 1, and all the numbers in between. And so when you save them up, you just colour it in, and you would eventually have £5,050. So this again is going towards my house deposit / savings. I'm not quite sure. It depends how I get on through the year. I've got no time frame for doing this. I'll just do it as and when I have the money. But my aim for the minute is to do one number every second and every fourth week in the month. And for the next couple of months, it probably will be the lower numbers, because I don't want to leave myself short when I have the little mileage, because the prices of diesel are just so crazy, and also of electric. So that is that savings challenge. And then the two that I'm not using at the moment, but I do intend to use because I think they're really, really cute. I did start doing them and then I changed them, so I need to clear them off. But these again are also from Budget With Us. Sorry, I'm knocking the camera. So this is the throw the dice one. As I said, I did start it, but I'm going to rub these out. You just rub them out with, I found perfume worked really well because I didn't have any of the other things that they recommend. So I currently use perfume, but I think hand sanitizer or nail varnish remover works just as well. My hand sanitizer is kept in the car for work, so I didn't have it to hand. So I used perfume and it worked just as well. But basically what you do is you get the tracker, which is laminated and then punched for going into your binders, and then this really cute little pocket has the dice on it, and then the instructions are on the back, and it says roll the dice, whichever the dice lands on, colour that number on the board and save that amount. And then you also get a little dice with it. So you basically roll the dice, number 6, you would colour in number 6 and put £6 aside into your pocket, which I think is really good. But as I said, for the moment, I'm going to put it aside till April when I start getting my higher payments. And then this one as well, I'm going to start is Budg-o-poly, and it just works the same as what Monopoly would. You start at the go and then you go round the board and you save, or so if you would land on this one, you would roll the dice and then double that payment, so whatever it was. Yeah, so it's just a fun way of saving money. And again, you get this cute little pocket to go with, and the instructions again laminated and ready for your binder. Again, I started it and then changed my mind when I realised my payments had gone down. And this is just a good way of tracking what you've saved. And I didn't do it because I thought, well, I'll remember just now till I've gone around the board once, but yeah, that's the last one I landed on, so I would know where I was. But yeah, I just thought they were really cute. And again, you get another little dice with it, so if I was feeling flush, to be fair, I could roll both dice for both of these. But they're from Budget With Us, her Etsy shop, who's got loads and loads of goodies on there. If you've never looked at it or whatever, check it out. I will put a link to her on my thing. But yeah, this was supposed to be a short and sweet video. It's now coming up for 19 minutes. I'm Scottish, I talk. There's no other way around it, I'm sorry. But yeah, thanks again for all the watches and views on my videos. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope you all have a lovely weekend. I am fiddling with dice. I'm heading off for this food shop now, which I really don't want to do, but needs must, we have to eat. So yeah, thanks very much again, and take care, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.